hit the wrong button, now I hit the right button.
Okay, well, that worked. I don't really know how to intro this shit, but...
It's about last night.
Yes, this is...
We have gone through like 20 different names. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
What are we gonna call it?
I don't remember.
It was something about potatoes or Irish, and I think you had something about Nazis in there.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
You know, I heard something last night when I was watching Rick and Morty, and I put it up on Facebook, actually, as one of my quotes. It said... I'm comfortable with being called a Nazi, so you think there's another word that's gonna get to me? Yeah, think before you talk shit. Like, seriously, that's the best thing I've heard from that show in a long time. Yeah, well, everything in that show is great, but...
Because you said some other things that make me just go, Amanda, not in public, people will look.
I actually want to become Rick when I get older, because... In all honesty, I think that he's got the best grip on reality.
So start drooling now.
Yeah, start drooling now. Well, I've already got the drinking thing under control. How much Jägermeister is enough? I don't know.
I've seen how much Jaeger is enough for you.
Oh, yeah.
Personally.
Yeah. Just don't do the fucking, like, okay, drink Jaeger. I did 5 shots in half a bottle, but don't...
You're like, I'm doing shots. Amanda, you're drinking out of the bottle. No, I'm doing shots. Amanda, you're drinking out of the bottle.
Yeah, like, just so you all know, don't ever walk upstairs. Don't ever do anything with inclines when you're drinking Jaeger, because it will hit you like a brick shit house.
I remember that exact moment.
Yeah, and I remember it too, because I remember being like, I'm okay, I'm okay. I don't remember anything.
Because I kept asking, are you sure? Are you okay? And then suddenly you were like, yeah, no. Fucking no.
Now, this is going to be called About Last Night, because I do actually have to say something. I offended 2 people, one particular guy, on Tumblr last night.
That's where the story stops losing interest, is fucking Tumblr.
Alright, listen. I was rudely approached, to start tagging GIFs, and I never have before, never. And I just don't think it's right to do that to somebody. Like, okay, I'm not posting the GIF to your blog. I'm not going out of my way to hurt you. If you have a photosensitivity, like, Chrism has a photosensitivity.
Yes, I know about it.
She can't handle bright lights.
Yes.
When...
I remember the time in the pool.
Yeah. She has to wear sunglasses, and, like, you know, when she sees the sun, she can't really look into the sun. It's hard for her to drive at night. But the thing is, like, she doesn't let that stuff stop her, and that a lot of kids today, especially the ones that go on Tumblr, have this mentality that everybody has to bend to them because they have a shitty life. And this guy, he thought that I was talking down to him because he's 14, and he, like, when you're 14 years old, you think everybody's talking down to you.
Oh god, I remember 14.
Yeah, I remember being 14 too, and I used to think
that was a decade ago for me.
Oh man, that's very close to a decade for... look at you, like, rubbing your back like an old person. but like, what I'm saying is, when you're 14, it's crap, okay? It's crap, and you want to be accepted, and for some reason in the Tumblr world, to be accepted, you have to have the shittiest life. That's not right. Like,
no.
You shouldn't have that mentality. No. I mean, call me old. I mean, I'm 22 years old, okay? And I'm honestly sorry about how angry I got last night, but in a way, I'm not, because when you get older, person, if you're listening, when you get older, the world isn't gonna, even right now, the world isn't gonna bend around you.
No.
And I'm not gonna, like, I'm not that much of an asshole that...
You are a little bit of an asshole.
I'm a little bit of an asshole, but everybody's a little bit of an asshole. Even you,
true.
Person
if
who
you have a little asshole, you are a little asshole.
If you have an asshole, you're an asshole. Like, it doesn't... Everybody's an asshole. The Pope's an asshole. President Obama's an asshole. I'm an asshole. Santa's an asshole. I mean, who is he to decide if I'm a good or bad person? Like, that's not fair. This ain't that ultimate judgment. God's an asshole. He does that shit all the time. He judges everybody. But what I am saying is... When you're 14, it's crap. Even when you're older, it's crap. Nobody is going to bend to your shit. Like, I never got my shit bent. And my parents, you know, like, I did kind of read, because I felt bad afterwards. I did honestly feel bad, because I'm like...
Because you have a conscience?
I do have a conscience. And I didn't mean to, like, start getting angry at a 14-year-old, you know?
Oh, well, the only thing I have to say about it is you will quickly wish in just a few years to never remember anything about when you were 14.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody keeps telling me, oh, you're going to want to go back to high school and
No.
live those Oh, no.
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 Mm-mm.
No. Especially middle school when your body's changing and you hate everybody and everybody hates you and you can't figure out why the world suddenly just sucks and you're in pain half the time.
Yeah, and like, I am truly sorry. If I actually had your blog name, I should probably, like, call that out just to say I am actually sorry. But you thought that I was talking down to you. I'm not. I'm giving you advice from somebody who's been there.
Yes.
I have severe anxiety. Severe to the point where at one point during the summer and around July, I couldn't drive anymore because I had a very bad panic attack at 1 o'clock in the morning. I didn't have a phone, so I literally lost my mind. It was I have paranoia, I have a psychosis. When there is a point, like, you feel it, especially when you're having a panic attack, there's a threshold. And, you know, and you even said, it kind of bothered me, because you said that it's like being called racist, but then you say you have a black friend, or like a grandmother that's 1/16 black. That it's not like that, because I actually have the problems. I don't have to prove it to you. I mean, you could hear it on some of the streams that I do with Michelle and Minx and Chrism. Sorry, Minx and Chrism.
I can edit that out.
That's fine. Nah,
okay.
They won't be bad at about that. That I do have to stop playing certain games sometimes because it freaks me out. Like, there's that, I hate uncertainty. That's what gets me, uncertainty. But the thing is, like, that's what I don't get about Tumblr. Instead of just walking away from the situation, you make people walk with you into the situation. GIFs, you know, like, it's a GIF. And you said that you can't look at the moving pictures or else it'll make you out of breath. Then it's impossible for you to look at billboards. It is impossible for you to look at TV. It is impossible for you to take a video on your phone and look at it. It is impossible for you to even look at the streams that you claim to like so much. Because they said that they liked me on the streams. And I'm honestly sorry that I got so angry. I shouldn't just put it all on you, because I did get angry. But the same thing, you walked into the conversation. It was to nobody. It was just a rant about how that's not fair to me, because I didn't do anything wrong. And then for somebody to come and anonymously, not even like, you know, with their blog name or anything, anonymously come to me. I deleted that fucking message. It just made me so angry. Anonymously come to me and say, if you don't learn how to tag your stuff, then I'm gonna unfollow you. Like, I don't know who you are. Please unfollow me. Please. My life, unlike, you know, a lot of the people's lives on Tumblr. Oh no, it's a wizard. My life is not measured in how people like me. It used to be. And, you know, I still get kind of, well, yeah.
I just gave, like, the stupidest face with the thumbs up going, doesn't matter to me.
No, it's like, okay.
Okay, let's take this opportunity to segue into something happier.
I'm not done completely yet.
Okay.
I wanted to tell them that I am honestly sorry.
You've said that like 20 times.
I do want them to know that I'm not a huge jerk-off. It's not like I misgendered them. It's not like I said, well, your parents don't love you or anything terrible. All I said was, be an adult. You're 14 years old. It's literally like talking to a brick wall. But be an adult. You gotta be an adult.
When I think about 14-year-olds, I have an easier time understanding age differences because my family's so massive
Diverse.
that I'm like, okay, which one of my cousins is the closest age to this person? So I'm thinking about one of my cousins. I'm like, oh yeah, he's a jack off.
Yeah, like, okay,
he hasn't learned about life truly yet.
Yeah, and okay,
your brain just fully was able to develop enough to understand death around 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. I took psychology. These are actual facts. So 4 years later, your body's changing and you're still developing. You're not done. Your brain isn't done growing. Your body isn't done changing. You're not ready yet for the world.
I was watching Vsauce, or I think it was Vsauce or Veritasium.
It was with a V?
Yeah, on YouTube, and I really like watching them because I love learning. And I believe it was Vsauce. don't quote me on that. But he had said that when you're younger, you know, like, you're much more adolescent and like, you have, like, a naive way of thinking. And it's just because, like, I don't know, it's the hormones, man. Like, your hormones are making you like, the world is crap. That's why Sum 41 and Blink-182 exist. That's why they exist. And they have songs like Dysentery Gary and Damn It and like and Rock Show and shit like that, because like when you're younger you're like, I'm cool like them, or I have a lot of angst, teen angst. And it's like, yeah, you got that teen angst, man. You got that teen angst. I feel that to my very core, because I was like that. And then, you know, like, I feel bad because then I was reading some of the tags, because I'm a creeper. I was,
What the hell's my dad doing? The fuck, Dad?
Stomping.
Stop.
He's making wine.
He's literally stomping around the house. He's doing nothing else but going stomp, 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 stomp.
The Hall of the Mountain King. I don't know why that song makes me think of cats.
I think of that really fat cat that's walking.
I feel that too.
He's so tiny. His tiny little feet and his fat fucking body. I love it.
What is it? The moral of the story: the world's not going to bend to you.
No.
The world is not going to bend to you.
No.
And if you come at somebody, if you really want to get your point across, and even I learned that, you know, I learned that the hard way. Don't start screaming at someone. Don't tell them you have to do this or you're ableist. That's not an okay word to throw around. You know who's ableist? A fucking teacher that calls their kids fat and retarded, okay? And honestly, there was a teacher like that. She's a fucking asshole, because she called my friend Reed fat and retarded. She called Amber fat and retarded. It's not, that's ableist, okay? Saying your problems are not my problems, I shouldn't be yelled at for doing something that I've literally never done before. Like, you come out of fucking nowhere with this shit. Yeah. I don't know if you honestly follow me. I don't know that shit. Like, it's magical how that word gets thrown around, especially on Tumblr. It's magical.
Yeah, we were talking earlier that Tumblr doesn't even tag their own gifs as gifs.
They
don't. The sponsored movies and shit.
They tag them as horror. But they tag them as every genre, horror, comedy, shit like that. You know, like the Ghost Dimension. Thanks a lot, Minx, for that. I put that up on Tumblr too. But the Ghost Dimension, that shit scares the shit out of me. But you know what I do when I see it? I scroll down.
There's millions and millions of gifs on Tumblr. It's literally Tumblr's biggest point.
Yeah.
Like, Facebook didn't have them for the longest time. And I was like, oh, if you want something like that, you gotta go to Tumblr. You can't go to Twitter, Facebook. It was a big social... Oh, coffee burp. Big social media thing. I'm an adult. I drink coffee.
And, I mean, all these kids try to sound, like, deep and shit. Like, you know, my blog is the safest space because it makes sure that everybody is happy. You can't make sure everybody's happy. You can't. No. It's impossible.
Trust me, I could go to your page and be a bitch. I'm not going to. Nobody goes to mine. I never have to worry about this type of stuff because nobody knows who the hell I am. So it's like, you're complaining about this and I'm like, whew, I'm so glad to be a nobody for once. Holy shit, the most popular thing I ever did was make a fucking Cookie Monster costume.
And I'm looking at it right now.
No, that's a picture of me and Cookie Monster dressed up as Sailor Moon.
It's beautiful. I love how
If you ever wanted to know what Cookie Monster dressed up as Sailor Moon looked like, how would you describe it?
Porn.
That's such a nice one. I just have it framed it on my desk, a photo of me.
It's an expensive-ass frame, too.
I bought it for like $2.
It looks expensive.
I got it at my last job.
It looks expensive.
The cheap-ass store.
The dirt store?
The dirt store.
The dirt store.
I need a new name for it. I call it DG. I need it to stand for something.
Dingle grapes.
Dingle grapes? I was thinking, like, dirt general instead.
Dingle grapes.
Are you done? Are you happy? You get it all out?
Oh, there's of course more. I could talk about this for fucking ages about how these kids are entitled these years of their lives.
These damn kids!
I know! Okay, you know what? Going back to college as a 22-year-old, being around fucking 18-year-olds.
That's where the microphone is.
Being around 18-year-olds?
Yes.
When I went there, it was so weird because, like, it's only a couple years age difference.
So when you're 18, you're like 22, that's no big difference. But when it's the other way around...
It's so weird. Like,
it's so fucking
no,
weird,
but
man.
These kids are fucking rude. They're fucking rude. They're all rude. Not one of them has a redeeming quality about themselves.
I don't know. You remember Harrison the other night getting Taco Bell?
Oh, okay. Harrison is... There's a difference.
He's a gentleman and a scholar,
Yes.
sticking his head out the window. Can I have a sausage McGriddle at 1:30 in the fucking morning? Please. He said please.
You look like a goddamn Muppet.
He looked like Beaker.
But what's it called? Like, I held the door, and this is not just like one isolated incident, and I'm like, these kids don't know their politeness or whatever. I held the door for so many people, and they just walked by, and like, I was like, you're welcome, you're fucking welcome, you're fucking welcome, and none of them said thank you. The older people, like people my age and older, said thank you, and they're like, oh, how nice of you, thank you so much. And
I
like,
can't do that at my job. The doors are automatic.
Well, we don't have automatic doors in college because of security reasons, I guess.
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
And, like, I mean, of course, there's some 18-years that are like, thank you, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you're welcome, you were raised properly. And then you get these fucking, like, fuck boys and fuck girls. Like, trust me, there are fuck girls.
There are always exceptions. I just want that to be said.
Oh, yeah,
If somebody listens to this is like, I'm the exception. I'm not like that.
Oh, yeah, no, there's exceptions. Like, okay, say you're talking to your friend and you don't even notice I'm holding the door. It happens. I don't give a shit about that. But if you're, like, walking right by and you act like I should be holding the fucking door for you. Because I was raised in Bergen County, New fucking Jersey, okay? Bergen County got the richest ass wipes ever. Ass wipes. Big pieces of paper on their buttholes and everything. I was at the fucking... Where was I? I was at the Garden State Plaza, okay? And that's my place, alright? Got a Nordstrom's in there. Love me some Nordstrom's.
Can I just point this out? I have gone shopping with her at Woodbury Commons, which is a very nice plaza full of stores I've never fucking ever heard of in my entire life, and price tags that make me shit myself because they're more than my 1 week, 2 week paycheck sometimes, and I make decent money. And she goes on about name brands I've never heard of, and she gets all into this shit, and I just sit there and I stare at her. And I've only done this once, and Chrism was with us, and I think we just took a step back and cowered into a corner while she just maniacally laughed, going, shoes!
that was a great fucking sale.
It was.
All right? If I have
But,
it, and I'm just going to give a recommendation, everybody. Go to Saks Fifth Off Fifth, okay? Even if you're dirt fucking poor, you're going to find a pair of shoes that have been marked down like you don't understand, and they're going to be like...
This is true.
They're going to be like Givenchy or Louis Vuitton or something like that. And you're fucking surprised because it's like maybe 3 years ago that they had this Louis Vuitton. And usually they burn their bags because they don't want people, like poor people, to get them, which is kind of bourgeoisie. But,
More words I don't know.
very bourgeoisie. What's it called? But their shoes, they don't burn their shoes. They just kind of keep them in the stores. Their bags, though, they get rid of. But I found this pair of shoes from Louis Vuitton, and they were only $100. That's fucking great for Louis.
We were shopping, and I found 2 pairs of shoes that are like $40 each, and they were nice.
Yeah,
but they were like buy one get 2 free or something.
But yeah, you buy 1 pair of shoes, you get 2 pairs free, and like, you know, they go by which pair is more expensive. That's the pair you buy, and the other 2 are the cheapest, and those are free.
Yeah, but I could only find 2 I liked, and I was so pissed. I'm like, because these shoes are so nice.
Yeah, like,
So we need to go back. I've got some nice paychecks now. So
yeah.
I'm so financially stable. I'm so proud. I am like so financially stable right now.
I went to New Paltz last night, and kind of broke the bank on some things.
Aww.
I bought a lot of witchy stuff, like no self-control.
Cool. That's fine.
I feel like I deserve it. I paid off my credit card. I deserve it. Now let's rack it back up, bitch.
I pay mine off every month, and my sister always calls me an idiot. I'm like, but I only spend a certain amount of money, and if I don't pay it off that month, then I'm spending more money, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me. I just do it to build credit.
Yeah.
And that credit got me a brand new fucking car in my name by myself, and I pay for that by myself.
I get credit cards asking me if I want to join their club, and I don't want to join their club. I'm cool.
You need to join my club because you're being sex balls.
I know.
Gobbling.
Goblin cock.
Yes.
But and that one.
Goblin desnitis. Reference nobody will get.
Just to end that one little problem, so we could segue back into fashion. Yeah, people who lived in Bergen County, New Jersey, are fucking rude. All right. I hold the door for them. They act like I should be holding the door for them. I'm like, no, bitch, nah, that's not how it works. I will shit on your car. I will shit on your nice new Porsche. Like, fuck that shit.
She will.
And like,
this is Amanda. If you wholeheartedly deserve, like, wow, you're such a prick, you deserve somebody to shit on your car, Amanda's the one that goes on it and starts pulling off her fucking dress.
I get Swifty on their car. I get Swifty. I will do the Swifty dance. Get Swifty. Take off your pants and panties. Get Swifty.
I don't know what this is. I would like you to stop.
Shit on the ground.
No.
Get Swifty.
Amanda, stop or I'm taking away your coffee.
Were you a sorcerer?
Yes.
Finished it. But what is it like? Let's get into how Brenna is an absolute hero because she saved a whole family at 1 o'clock in the fucking morning. 2 o'clock in the fucking morning, and she was driving by and she smelled a fire, and instead of just being like, and not my problem, she went to the fucking police station and said, I smell a fire. Her fireman brother walked out. He's also a policeman, so he's like, double qualified to handle fires and villains, and walked outside, smelled the air, said, oh, it just smells like some firecrackers. Walked a little closer, said, nope, that's a fucking house fire. And it was a an attic fire. And those are really hard to, spot. And
because the smoke is already up in the air.
Yeah.
It can gather in the attic, though it could start on the floor, and it won't burn a hole into the roof until, like,
5 minutes later, where they probably it would have been a whole different story. An hour later, they would have been dead.
Yeah, apparently, they were all asleep. One of the girls who lived in the house, like little girls, one of the children was 10 feet from the fire when they woke her up.
See? Like, she doesn't believe that she's a hero.
I'm not trying to, like, brag when I say that. I found that out on Facebook because somebody tagged me in a post of the person's like, oh my god, there was a fire and I feel so blessed because it got put out so fast.
No, I'm just saying, like, she doesn't believe that she did, like, I mean, she believes she did a good thing, but you don't believe that, like, you really legit saved people's lives.
No, I don't feel like that.
You did, though. Like, you saved their lives. You didn't, like, pull them out of the fire, but that's because you stopped the fire altogether from happening, and you saved a family's house. That was a place where they live. That's their stuff.
Very quietly, I whisper, actually, it was a 2-family house.
Okay.
With the family living upstairs and downstairs. very casually just put that out.
See, like, it's okay, but it's okay to be proud of yourself. Like, I would be proud of you. I am proud of you.
I had the best day after that. It's like, I did something and I was shaking because I couldn't believe I did it. I'm gonna not probably tell the story. You'll probably make me. I have saved a life before.
Which one was that?
I was at the nearby water park, because I'm trying not to say names of places, and there was a kid, the wave pool had kicked on, and a kid got swept in, and I just, like, stood there, and I saw him, and I turned around, and there was, like, nobody paying attention, so I walked up to him, like, do you need help? And he just clung to me, and I pulled him out.
Aww.
And then my friend came back because she was on, like, there's, like, this big half-pipe inner tube thing you can go on.
Thing.
I do, too. I have a fear of falling from heights, so I'm not going to go on that. So she came back, and I told her, and she just looks at me, and she goes, so you just saved a little kid from drowning? And I just looked at her and said, did I? Both times, I will tell you, you don't feel like you did anything. You don't feel any different. It doesn't hit you, especially right away. It's always other people going, you did an amazing thing. And I'm like, but did I? Did I really? Like,
yeah, like you feel like I was just doing something that any person would do.
When I saw the smoke, it was like chimney smoke, but it wasn't near a chimney, and that's why I remember it, because it was weird. And I drove around the monument in Town Square, and I looked up at my aunt's apartment. I don't know, I always do when I drive by. And I saw this, and she's the second floor of the apartment. I saw the smoke again, and then I was like, that's weird. That chimney smoke does not travel that far.
Yeah.
So I circled around and pulled down the window, and that's when I smelled it.
Mm.
I didn't smell it at first. I wasn't sure. It was weird.
Yeah.
I just have, I don't know, 20 members of the fire department people in my family, and probably more if I sat there and counted.
Yeah, but no, you
and
really
a couple
did.
Cops. And...
You really did, like, a seriously awesome thing, and that's why I gave you the. Oh, jeez. That's why I gave you.
That's the internet.
No, don't die on me.
Why'd you kick the internet?
I didn't mean to.
No, I was at work doing something, taking care of somebody, because I work retail, and I remember a fireman coming up behind me, and he goes, "Brian, how are you?" I was not gonna say my name, and I did anyway. Fuck.
That's right.
You already did. That's why I was like, screw it. Do you remember me? And I'm like, not really. And then he said who he was. And I'm like, oh yeah, I know who you are. And he goes, do you realize how awesome it was what you did last night? And I was like, trying to ring up this, and he's going on, and then the person I'm ringing up gets into it, and then they're talking about it. I'm like, okay, technically I'm a supervisor, and I don't need to be ringing any of you up. I am not a cashier, so I'm gonna get off this register, and somebody else can deal with you, because I don't need this right now.
It does make you feel awkward, because, like, you know, the more people that praise you, I feel that, the more people that praise you, you feel like, okay, no, this is gonna get out of hand, and somebody's gonna say, well, I'm like...
At the day, at the beginning of the day, I was like, okay, thank you, I enjoyed it, but then I got my joy out of it, I was done, and then I posted something on Facebook, like, why don't we thank the police and the fire department, since they actually did the work, and all I did was find the fire, and then narrow down the house, and then they, like, got everybody out and put it out. And then my uncle said something that made me literally cry.
What?
My role was not insignificant.
Aw. No, I did see that. That was really sweet.
Damn it. Damn you, Uncle Rob, you piece of shit.
You poo-poo head. But, no, like, okay, like, I feels that. I feel that.
Yeah. You're doing something to my portal mug.
Trying to get all the coffee to coat the entire bottom because I'm like 4 years old.
A trusted friend in science. The more that chips away at that mug, the more it goes from Portal 1 to Portal 2.
And all it needs is vines and a Wheatley.
I'll just have tea in it, and that could be Wheatley.
Wheatley.
Yes.
Wet leaf. That's what
Stupid Stephen Merchant. God damn it. Yeah.
But still, it's awesome. It's fucking fun.
Yeah, it was nice.
Even the girl that I worked with, she was saying that's really fucking awesome. It is, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it doesn't help that, like, my cousin who's a cop went in and then you guys were talking about it.
Yeah. No, he says hi, by the way.
I haven't seen him since.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, I haven't seen Brian in a while, so I said hi. I was like, okay, cool.
It's because when he goes shopping, his wife does the shopping, and every time she's out and about, she used to text him, hey, I'm doing this, but then every time, somebody would be like, you're a cop, can you help me with something? So she said, screw it, and she doesn't tell him anymore when she goes shopping.
You're a cop, help me. Okay, you know, I get that that's this job, but my god, let the poor guy go fucking food shopping.
But because he'd still be in uniform, so they'd be like, hey, and he's, like, literally standing there with his wife and his child, and they're like, can you help me with something?
And he kind of has to.
So his wife just doesn't tell him anymore whenever she goes out and about. Like, I was like, isn't your husband right at Franco? She goes, yeah, I'm not going to tell him I'm here. I'm like, why? And she's like, yeah. The pizza place across the parking lot. Because he's doing stuff, and even if he wasn't, he would be eventually.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks, but...
It does suck.
Yeah. Cough, cough. So, do you think that's the end of this one?
Yeah, I think we did pretty good for this one.
Yep, a lot of rambling.
A lot of rambling.
Yeah, a lot of rambling.
And a lot of it was interrupted by your mom. Maybe we can, like, make it go on just a little bit longer.
Bye, losers. I love you. From one loser to another.
Bye. Bye.
Toodaloo.
Bye.
She's the best kitty.
Suck my butt, bitch.